First of all, the more.
Let me make this very clear to the weakest among us, white women and black men. This is not a drill. And mind you, we know as black women how y'all really feel about us. Y'all can pander on the internet all day, but them polling numbers don't lie. And we white women have seen how y'all conduct yourself even amongst your own, because we saw the numbers versus that white man and that white woman that was up for the election a couple years back, and the overwhelming majority of y'all sided with that white man against your own best interest. And then you proceeded to get on the internet for the better part of 2 years. I realized that I made a mistake, as if you already didn't know that. Here we go again. I'ma keep it plain. Y'all owe us a Kamala Harris president. When y'all screwed around and let that man get into office and then lost your reproductive rights and then ran over to black women talking about we all as women need to band together when it was not all of us that created that problem. Yeah, y'all owe us a Kamala Harris. And mind you, as a black woman, we understand that most of y'all white women's social media antics and praise of black women is performative at best. We know that when y'all go into that private polling booth, that your real feelings shine through. And y'all are the queens at throwing rocks and hiding hands, but the problem is you're in a glass house. We can see you. So this November will be, again, very telling, because we will look at those numbers and we will know exactly how many of you were about that life in real life versus on the internet with strangers that don't have to hold you accountable directly in your day-to-day. And when this goes wrong on you, again, please do not get on the internet trying to make it right with the rest of the women in this world talking about you see that you voted the wrong way yet again. Because if you didn't learn your lesson from the first time you let this man get into power, I don't know why you would think that we would believe that you didn't understand what would go wrong if you let him back in. Now to you dusty ass black men who have been on the internet and in the real world showing us how y'all really feel about black women since time immemorial. Y'all really are going to sit here and pull a Stacey Abrams with Kamala Harris. I know it, because y'all really can't stand to see a black woman doing better than y'all, and that's true tea. And much like these white women, because those are y'all equals, y'all will sit out here and pander on the internet, but then go into that polling booth and pull a Steve Bannon, because he said that he was going to get more of y'all to vote on the Republican side the next time around. And now that y'all have to vote for a black woman or a white man, we're going to see what side you really align yourselves with. Black men and white women having only one similar adversary, which is the white man, has afforded y'all the space to be mediocre when dealing with the rest of the community. As white women, you never actually had to be better than the women that you were competing with. You merely just had to be white. Black men were given a leg up over white women when they got the right to vote before them, even though they were literally another person's property a few years prior. Because them simply by being male gave them privilege over the rest of the people that they were also suffering alongside, like black women and white women. Neither one of you have had to do anything to get to where you are. You simply were born in a space where you were given privilege by being a certain skin tone or a certain gender identity. And the irony is, both groups of people, white women and black men, see themselves represented in a Kamala Harris because she is a person of color and because she is a woman. However, y'all will look at that woman and see the opposite thing, her blackness and her womanhood, and find reason in that to not vote for her. And the true kick is the reason that you both think that way, that this black person shouldn't be running the country before you as a white woman, or that this woman shouldn't be having this power again over a man, is because of the same white supremacist talking points that white men have used against the both of you for centuries. Which proves that y'all are a bunch of spoiled brats, because the fact that y'all can get 2 for 1 in this one person and see yourselves represented in the highest seat in this country, while other people in this country have never seen themselves represented that way in any position that high, proves that both of y'all are the true weakest links in your communities. However, you have a chance to redeem yourselves. If you don't go out here and show people that you care more about what's best for everyone versus what makes your egos feel better, we will forever see y'all as exactly what y'all have proven yourselves to be. The problem. Y'all will forever be the problem. Y'all co-signing to white men over black women when white men are literally the reason why both of you are suffering is insane. And the fact that y'all are looking for these white men to turn around and be your saviors and solution when y'all know full well that they are the source of the problem and don't want to then look outside of that white man to find a solution to said problem is insane. Y'all would rather see black women fail at trying to save not only themselves, but you both, than to watch a black woman succeed, which only by default will make things better for the both of you. Yeah, y'all are forever going to be the problem. Forever. And we all will know it.
I want to address glam melanin for a moment, and I did it on TikTok. I'm going to do it here on my channel. And ladies and gentlemen, this is not, and on this channel, we do not disrespect black women or any other color of women in this channel, right? I will, however, say this. When she called them black men dusties, that's a major disrespect. Because you calling us dusties because black men has every right to choose who they want to vote for. And we're not going to vote for Kamala Harris because she's a black woman, which she's really not. This ain't about that. We do not, most of black men don't want to vote for Kamala Harris is because of her policies. Her policies. Like, basically, when she was Attorney General, for example, when she was Attorney General of California, and how she locked up hundreds of thousands of black men because of little inch of marijuana, but yet telling everybody, oh, I smoke weed and I was inhaling. And then basically you're mad. She's mad because of a white woman has basically, checked her on her own TikTok. To be realistic, ladies and gentlemen, when I heard about what she said, and again, black men in this country has already been suffering through 500 years, right? And then y'all claiming that Kamala Harris is a black woman, which realistically she's not. She's an East Indian. Her heritage is East Indian, which means that her mother's East Indian and her father's also East Indian, who lives in Jamaica. But yet, a woman like her want to call us dusties because most of us are refusing to vote for Kamala Harris. Because it's not because of her skin color, it's because of her policies. So let's be real, ladies and gentlemen, that black men, and I'm going to tell you like this, most of us ain't going to disrespect a black woman regardless, but when you calling us dusties, that is disrespectful to black men. And it takes a white woman, and I'm going to be honest with you, it took a white woman to check her on the disrespect of a black man. So y'all let me know what you think about this in the comments. And I'm telling you like this is that, women like that shows you that the black community will not get along, or we're not going to have unity in the black community because you have ignorance like this. Let me know what you think about this in the comments.